Back in Week 6, the Titans won a shootout in their first matchup against the Colts. Can Indianapolis avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Shotgun now from Murray. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 41, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. And some room to work. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the Titans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So here are the Titans now for their 1st drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
On 1st and 10, Turner. And he rifles one incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Turner. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And McGinnis with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 28-yard line.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Right there, 54, right there.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Turner. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. No run back here, down to a knee, and this this drive will start at the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And that might be Titan football. It is! The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to...
Touchdown! It's complete. Derrick Henry, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. A nice tiny little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. This puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Murray's throw on target to Godwin here. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Murray now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Titans. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake, Turner. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is
and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Russell Gage hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Harry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Murray going to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that throw behind his man, he missed it, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing again, Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley-Cox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Turner. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Back to throw. Turner. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
Now Turner off the play fake. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
McGinnis with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
He'll air this one out for Kirk.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor.
Oh, he shifts past him, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw. Turner. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Well, at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Blankenship's kick is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pill.
Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
17. Austin McGinnis set the kickoff.
The McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the...
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
A check down here for Henry.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Turner. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hansen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Off the play fake. Turner. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
At the 4-yard line.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry from 4 yards out.
And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
17. Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
The McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that is incomplete. Boy, did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And that might be Titan football. It is.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 152 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
Come on now.
And
Let's
down
go.
to the 11. A big play that time for the Titans. Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw it. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Turner. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. The McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here to his running back.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titansons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the turnover, here's Murray.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.